Hello guys, how are you all? Welcome back to the channel. I am back with a new video for term 2. Yes, we are going to start our preparations for term 2. Anyways, term 1 exam is over. Few exams were easy and few exams were hard. We'll forget about it. We'll fully focus on term 2 now. So now in this video, I'm going to teach you about retirement of a partner chapter. In retirement of a partner chapter, we have several concepts. So we are going to learn one concept in one video. Okay, so let's get into the video. In this video, we are going to learn about the meaning of retiring of a partner, then the liability of the retiring partner for the acts before retirement and after retirement, and we are going to see what are the adjustments that we are going to make in case of retirement of a partner, like change in profit sharing ratio, calculation of goodwill, like that. What are the adjustments we are going to see? Okay, so now let's see what is the meaning of retiring of a partner. Now if there are three partners X, Y, Z, in this case if Y is retiring, X and Z will be the continuing partners. Now in case if one of the partner leaves the firm, the remaining partner will continue to do the business. So in this case there is dissolution of partnership which is happening, but not dissolution of partnership firm. One of the partner amongst the existing partner is leaving the firm. That is dissolution of partnership. Why he may leave the firm? In the partnership deed, the agreement which we are creating may have effect to the retirement. Like after certain year or after a contract, the partner might leave. Or in case if the firm doesn't have any deed, there is no deed. If all other partners agree for his retirement, he can retire. Or by giving notice. If it is partnership at will, whenever they want they can start the partnership, whenever they want they can end the partnership. In that case, by serving a notice, I am serving a notice that I am leaving your firm. So by serving a notice you can retire from the firm. So this is the meaning of retirement of a partner. Liability for the acts before retirement. Now before his retirement, he is our partner only. So he will be liable for all the liabilities that the firm has taken. He has to repay back the debts. Now if he is going to retire, he has to enter into an agreement between himself, the continuing partners, and the third party that he is going to leave from the firm. Then if that agreement is accepted by others, he is discharged from the liability. Okay. Now for example, if there are X and Z continuing partners and there is a creditor and there is Y who is retiring. Now all three of them should enter into an agreement by discharging Y from his liability. Okay. So this is before retirement. If it is after retirement, generally the public will not know which partner is there in the firm, which partner has retired from the firm. So from the public's point of view, from the third party's point of view, the retiring partner after his retirement also is held liable. He is continued to held liable for the firm's debts. Now when will he escape from the liability is when he serve a public notice of retirement. He has to serve a public notice for retirement. Then he can escape from his liability from the public. Okay. So in case of before retirement, he has to enter into an agreement to escape from the liability. In case of after retirement, he has to serve the public notice. Okay. So now we are going to see, in this video we are going to cover the first adjustment that is required, that is change in profit sharing ratio. Change in profit sharing ratio has two types of ratio calculation. One is new ratio, one more is gain ratio. So now we will learn about new ratio and then we will proceed to the gain ratio. So now, how will you calculate new ratio in case of retirement of a partner? So in this you have two cases in which new ratio can be calculated. Case number one is they will not give you any information related to how are they sharing their future new ratio. Okay? If there is no information given, based on the old ratio you can form the new ratio. So now there are three partners X, Y, Z. This is their old profit sharing ratio. In this case, if Z is retiring, what will you do? Just cancel his number and form the remaining numbers in the form of ratio. So there are two continuing partners X and Y and they will share the future profits in the ratio of 3:2. Just cancel the retiring partner's share and bring down the remaining numbers. In this case, if Y is retiring, it is 3:1. If X is retiring, it is 2:1. Just cancel the retiring partner's number and then get the remaining numbers to form the new ratio. So now in case 2, so this is case 1. In case 2, what you will do is, they would have given you the old ratio of all the partners and they will tell one partner is retiring. Suppose if Y is retiring and X and Z agrees to take the remaining partner's share in the ratio of 2:1. How much is remaining partner's share? It is 3/10, right? So Y's ratio is 3/10. So that is being taken by X and Z in this proportion. So X will be taking how much? 3/10 into 2/3 and Z will be taking 3/10 into 1/3. So this is retiring partner's share. So in this ratio X and Z will be sharing. So it will be 2/3 and 1/3. Okay. So now multiply this. How much is this? 3 2s are 6/30. This is 3/30. In this ratio they will be sharing this 3/10 portion of Y. Okay. So now what happens to the new profit sharing ratio? So now we will calculate the new ratio in this case. How will you find the formula for new ratio? Now if a partner is retiring from the firm, the retiring partner's share is taken away by the remaining partners. So our profit share is going to increase. With our existing share in the profits, the retiring partner's share is added to our profit. So whatever we are gaining on the event of his retirement has to be added to our profit share. So how will you frame the formula? It will be old ratio plus share gained. Our old ratio which was there plus what we have gained now extra. So if you add both, you will be getting the new ratio. Okay. So now we'll calculate for X. The old ratio of X is how much? 5/10 plus how much he has gained now? It is 6/30. So if you calculate this, how much you will get? So it will be 15 plus 6, 21/30. So the old ratio of Z is how much? 2/10 plus gain share of Z is 3/30. So here the common denominator is 30. I hope you know how to solve LCM. So this will be 9/30. So 21:9. Or you can further simplify this in 3 tables. So it will be 7:3. So this is the new ratio. So just to recap, in new ratio we have 2 cases. In case 1, they wouldn't have given you any information. Just by cancelling the retiring partner share, you can form the new ratio with the remaining numbers. Okay. In case 2, they will tell you in what proportion that retiring partner share is shared by the remaining partners. So calculate that proportion of share gained individually by both the partners. Okay. So after calculating share gain, add that to their old ratio to get the new ratio. Okay. So in this case, you will take only the numerators and form the ratio. I hope you understood this. Now we'll go to gain ratio. We'll see the calculation of gain ratio along with new ratio. How to calculate gain ratio and new ratio together. Okay. So now in case of calculation of gain ratio, you have 3 cases. In case number 1, you wouldn't have got any information, or in the deed there is no deed at all, or in the absence of information on it, or if there is no deed, how will you calculate the gain ratio or the new ratio is just by cancelling the retiring partner share, like how we learnt in new ratio case 1. It's the same. Now if Z is retiring, you will cancel his number and form the new ratio as 3:2. If this is the new ratio, 3:2 itself is gain ratio. So this is also gain ratio, this is also new ratio. Okay, just by cancelling the retiring partner's number, you will be forming the new ratio or the gain ratio. And this is very simple. Okay. Now, proceeding to case 2, they would have given you old ratio and new ratio. If old ratio is 2:2:1 and new ratio is 2:1, what will be the gain ratio? How will you find the gain ratio? Now, on the event of retirement of a partner, I am earning something extra, right? Apart from my ratio, I am earning something extra. So that extra earned along with my old ratio, if I deduct the old ratio, I will get what is the proportion that I am earning, right? So that will give us the gain ratio. So the formula for gain ratio is, from the new ratio, if you deduct the old ratio, you will find out the gain of us, right? So who are the partners in this case? Remaining partners. If Z is retiring, the remaining partners are X and Y. So what is the new ratio of X? This is the new ratio of X. So it will be 2 by 3, of Y it will be 1 by 3, minus the old ratio of X is how much? 2 by 5, of Y is again 2 by 5. Now form the ratio. So there are no common multiples, directly multiply. 3 5s are 15, and then take this and multiply here, and take this and multiply here. 10 minus 6 is 4, here 5 minus 6, cross multiply into 5 into 3, so this will be 5 minus 6, this will be minus 1, so this will be minus 1. Whenever you are calculating gaining ratio and you found something as negative, means this partner is sacrificing partner. Okay, so in this case we cannot get a gain ratio because it is 4 is to minus 1, no? So the only partner who is gaining is X. The only partner who is gaining is X. So X is gaining in the proportion of 4 by 15. Okay. Now in case if this was positive as 1 by 15, then you will take the numerators and form the ratio. Then the gain ratio will be 4 is to 1. Okay. So if a partner is sacrificing, you cannot form the ratio. So you will write the only partner who is gaining is X. So now we will go to case 3. In this case, they would have given what is the share gained by the partners. The continuing partners, in what proportion they are gaining on the event of retirement will be given. Then they would have given share gained from the retiring partner's share. From the retiring partner's share, how much is the partners getting it individually? That will be directly given. Okay. Then gain ratio will be given. So how will you calculate new ratio in each of the following cases? New ratio and gain ratio in each of the following cases. Now we will discuss that in detail. Case 3 in detail. Let us discuss in detail case 3 with regard to calculation of gain ratio and new ratio. Now in case 3 we have number 1, that is when share gained is given. Now on the event of retirement of a partner, in what proportion individual partners are gaining. So when share gained is given, how will you calculate new ratio and gain ratio? We'll see. Now if the old ratio of 3 partners A, B, C is 4 is to 3 is to 2 and C is retiring, the remaining partners are A and B. What will be the new ratio of them? What is the gain ratio of them? We will see. Okay. So now in this case, if C is retiring, A took 4/9 of C's share. In C's share, how much is C's share? It is 2 by 9. So in that 2 by 9, if A is taking 4/9 of 2 by 9, the remaining share will be taken by B, right? So now we will calculate share gained. So in C's share, 2 by 9, how much is A taking? A is taking 4/9. So 4 by 9. So this much is the share of A. Then what will be the share of the other partner B? So it will be 2 by 9, this is C's share, into, if 4/9 is taken by A, the remaining portion will be taken by B. Out of 9, if 4 is taken by A, 5 is the remaining, no, 5 by 9 will be taken by B. Okay, so now in this case, how will you calculate share gained? So 9 9s are 81 is the denominator. What are the numerators? 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10. So the share gained will be 8 is to 10. So how will you form gain ratio in this case is, take the share gains numerator and then form the ratio. So it is 8 for the first partner is to 10 for the second partner. Now if you simplify this in two tables, it is 4 is to 5. So this is the gain ratio. So now how will you calculate the new ratio? New ratio will be Okay, I will do this here. How will you calculate the new ratio? New ratio, as we know, it is old ratio plus share gained. So who are the remaining partners? It is A and B. What is the old ratio of A? It is 4 by 9. The old ratio of B is 3 by 9 plus share gained of A is how much? Share gained of A 8 by 81. What is share gain is the total portion of the individual gain on event of retirement. Share gain is the individual gain portion. Gain ratio is the relationship between the gained portion of both the partners. Okay. So now you will add the share gained of A. Similarly add the share gained of B. How much is share gained of B? 10 by 81. So now, this will be into 9 into 9. So the common denominator is 81. 9 4s are 36. 36 plus 8, 44. Here the common denominator is 81. So this will be 27 plus 10, 37. So the new ratio will be 44 is to 37 just by taking the numerator. This is the new ratio, 44 is to 37. Okay, so now we'll go to the second part in case 3. The second part in case 3, share gained from his or her retiring partner share is given. From the retiring partner share, this much is taken by the first partner, this much is taken by the second partner. Like that, if it is given, that itself is share gained. No need to calculate like this. So you are taking the retiring partner share and you are taking how much is taken by the partners individually. Now, if this itself is directly given in the question, how will they give in the question is, they will specify retiring partner B gave 1/9 from his share. So already share gained is being given directly. So if it is given as from his share, this itself is share gained. Okay, so now you have to calculate for the other partner. So for the other partner, that B gave to A, so share gained of A is 1/9. Then share gained of C will be how much? So in case of A, B, C, if B is the retiring partner, A and C will be gaining no. So gain of A is directly given. Gain of C, how will you find? How much is B's share in this case? Go to the second part of case 3. In the second part, they will tell in the question that if one of the partner is retiring, if there are 3 partners A, B, C, if B is retiring and they give in the question that B gave 1/9 from his share to A. From his share means this directly itself is share gained. You need not calculate the old ratio into 1/9. If from his share is given, directly that specifies share gained. So 1/9 A is gaining on B's retirement. Then how much C will be gaining? So what is the old ratio of B? So this is the profit sharing ratio of the partners. Now these has different denominators. No, by taking LCM for all of this and by taking common denominator and the numerators, you will form the old ratio. So just take the old ratio. In order to make 2 as 8, you will multiply by 4, right? So multiply by 4 in numerator and denominator. So here it will be 4 is to 1 is to 3. So this will be the old ratio. So in this case, what is the ratio of B? It is 1 divided by 8, right? So 1/8 is B's share, out of which 1/9 is taken by A. Then the remaining will be taken by C. So in B's share 1/8, deduct A's share gained 1/9. Then the remaining portion will be C's gained share. So how you will calculate this? So when you calculate, there are no common denominators. So multiply these two, it is 72. So now just cross multiply the denominators into 9 into 8. So 1 9s are 9, 1 8s are 8. So it is 9 minus 8, that is 1. 1/72. So share gain of A is 1/9. Share gain of C is 1/72. So let us do this in the form of gain ratio. So gain ratio will be 1/9 is to 1/72. If you have to take the common denominator, it will be 72, then into 8 into 8. So it will be 8:1. So 8:1 will be the gain ratio. Okay. So now we will form the new ratio. Okay. Then what will be the new ratio? New ratio is equal to old ratio plus share gain, right? So let me do it here. So new ratio is equal to old ratio plus share gain. Who are the remaining partners? A and C, right? So A's old share is how much? It's 4/8. C's old share is 3/8 plus share gain of A is 1/9. Of C is 1/72. So now take the LCM of this. There is no common multiple. So 8 and 9 you will multiply. You will get 72. So take this and multiply in the opposite side. So this will be 9 4s are 36 plus 8 1s are 8. 36 plus 8 will give you 44. And in this case, the common denominator is 72 into 9 into 9. This will be 27 plus 1, 28. So the new ratio will be 44:28, which will go in 4 tables, or this will be 11. So 44:28 will go in 4 tables, so it will be 11:7. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take this. Now we'll go to third one of case 3, that is when gain ratio is given. There are 3 partners A, B, C, and if B is retiring and the continuing partners are A and C, and they tell you A and C gain in the proportion of 4:5. Gain ratio is different from share gain. Share gain is the individual gain of the partners. Gain ratio is the relationship of the gain between the partners. Okay. So now if gain ratio is given, you have to find out share gained in order to calculate new ratio. Okay. So in this you have to calculate the new ratio. For that you have to find out how much is share gained. Share gained will be the gain ratio into retiring partner's share. So what is the gain ratio of A and C? It's 4:5, no? So it will be 4/9 and 5/9 into retiring partner's share is how much in the old ratio? It is 3/8. So 3/8 for both. So this will be 12/72 and it will be 15/72. Okay, so this will be share gain. Now how will you calculate the new ratio? New ratio will be old share plus share gain. So for A, how much will be the old ratio of A? It is 4/8 plus share gain of A is how much? 12/72. Similarly for B, old ratio of B is how much? 3 by old ratio of C, right? C is 3/8 plus the share gain of C is 15/72. So now you have to do the LCM again and find the ratio. So if you do the LCM for 8 and 72, the common denominator is 72 itself. In order to find the numerator, it will be 4 9s are 36. 36 plus 12 will be 48. Okay, now we'll calculate the new ratio of C. The old ratio of C is how much? 1/8 plus the gained share of C is 15/72, right? So 1/8 plus 15/72, how much will you get? The common denominator is 72. Now in this case, if you multiply by 9, 9 plus 15 is how much? It is 24, right? These are the 3 situations in case 3 which we have discussed. In case 1, they wouldn't have given you any details. So just by cancelling the retiring partner share, you will find out the gain ratio and the new ratio. In case 2, they would have given you new ratio and the old ratio. Take the difference in order to find the gain ratio. In case 3, you have 3 situations. 1, share gained will be given to you directly. Multiply with the retiring partner's share and find out the share gained and the old ratio, you will get the new ratio. In the second one, share gain from his share will be given. Then that itself is share gain. Find out for the remaining partner how much is the share gain. Then calculate the new ratio. In case if they give you the gain ratio, multiply this with the retiring partner's share to find out share gain, and then add that share gained with the old ratio in order to get the new ratio. Yeah, so that's it guys. This is for today. In the next video, I'll meet you with valuation and adjustment of goodwill. Stay tuned for more videos. Please share these videos to the maximum students. Let them also benefit from this video. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for all your support. Cheers. We'll continue with term 2. Bye.